Troy, how's it going out there, man? How's the rotation going at linebacker? What kind of camp have you had?
Very progressive. I feel like us as a unit, the linebacker group, we are coming along. Not just me, not just the freshmen, but guys are being very consistent and stepping up to the plate and making plays that they didn't make at the beginning of the camp. So I feel like we're making progress, and by the time game time comes, we're going to be all in sync.
I know in the spring y'all weren't 100% as a group just with injuries and stuff, but can you see that progression better having all y'all out there so far through these 3 weeks?
Definitely. Having more bodies, being able to rotate, guys stay fresh, and guys, are capable enough to make plays when, you're out there with fresh legs. So the rotation is very good. Guys are, stepping up to the plate, but we just have to keep, smashing away at the little details to get to where we really want to be as a core.
Last year, Chance Campbell came in here and really made a huge impact as a transfer. You're obviously a transfer as well. Do you see yourself maybe having that sort of impact with this team?
Definitely. Watched a lot of film on Chance. When I came here, a lot of guys talked heavy and, very proud of his character and the way he practiced. So I just try to bring some of those characteristics to have everybody buy into me just like I'm buying into them, so they can have, trust in me like they did him last year. So I'm trying to do some of the same things.
What was the adjustment for you, kind of getting used to the 3-2-6, and just kind of how do you feel like you fit in that kind of scheme?
Well, it was pretty hard for me at first, just thinking about it. Like there's an extra free lineman with 3 down linemen instead of 4. So it was just something that I had to work on as far as getting my hands on and off blockers instead of just being a gap scheme. I have man sometimes, so I just have to win my one-on-one. So that's a lot of skill work that I've been working on as well.
I know you and some of the other older guys didn't rep too much in the scrimmage Saturday. Was there anything you were able to take away from that, or are you kind of more in preservation mode than anything else right now?
Well, I know that when Keys is healthy, he's a very, very, very good backer. Being next to him was it was kind of new for me because I didn't get to have him much in the spring. So just that little game moment with him and stuff like that is just getting to see how we work together and how we complement each other and stuff like that.
That's where I was going with. What has Austin, what's y'all's relationship and how has he kind of helped you since he's been back out there?
Well, him personally, I've just been getting more in tune with who he is as a person outside of the football. So probably when I first got here, we were kind of like on the edge of getting together and stuff. But now it's almost every day where I'm seeing him and talking more football stuff about him and stuff like that. So I feel real confident looking to my left and seeing 11 out there.
Obviously, you came from the MAC. I'm just curious. I know you haven't played any other teams yet, but have you had moments in practice where you're like, wow, this is all a lot faster all the time?
I did play in the MAC, but I had the chance to play teams like Miami. I played Missouri last year, played LSU last year. So the tempo, I kind of got a chance to see it, but not in practice every day. So now seeing that type of tempo in practice every day, it just has you on your horse and on your P's and Q's to where you can get beat like almost every play. So you definitely have to be locked in.
How well are you seeing some of these younger guys on the defense just catch on and just learn from what the staff is really just trying to teach them schematically and just about preparation and so forth?
I see a lot of myself and a lot of young backers and young players that's on the defense being a little timid, going out there and not really knowing the scheme, not really knowing the plays. And then when you don't know stuff, you play slow. So I just encourage them to go out and even if you don't know nothing, go run your pads and put it into somebody, make somebody feel you. You can never go wrong with doing any of that, especially in practice time. So I see them progress day in and day out, but it's on the vets to stay on them so they can get better.
You guys had a pretty big scrimmage last Saturday and have one obviously tomorrow. What are you hoping to, improve at for tomorrow's, scrimmage?
Situational details. I feel like us as a defense, if we're situational masters, then it's hard to beat us. So on defense, as far as 2-minute, 4-minute, end of game situations or when they're down and they're doing tempos and you got to think about if they're going to hard count us just to get the first down or stuff like that. So we, as a defense and personally as people, we have to hone into those small details so we all can stay locked in and all get the job done.
We just had Jared Ivey in here, and I asked him the same question I'm going to ask you as a first-year transfer into this program. How have you been absorbed in? How's this program embraced you, and how's all that going for you?
Well, it's been great. My time here in Oxford, especially with the players, they've made my time here very worthwhile. I really don't do nothing but stay in my apartment as opposed to when I go and chill with those guys. So they're funny, full of life. All of them have taught me something, and I've made friendships that I'm going to keep after I leave here. So it's already been good, but I'm excited to see what we do as far as in season and coming together really, like when we face adversity, because that's when you know what type of team you are and what type of friends and what type of teammates you have is when you are, your back's against the wall, and now the only people I have is to look to my left and right. So we'll see what it feels like then.
Going back to what you and I were just
Sorry.
you're good. Go back to what you and I were just talking about with just the younger guys and just when in doubt, play this way. Is that mindset is that mindset shared with the coaching staff from your vantage point to what you see out of them?
Definitely, because we always want to play 100% whenever we're on the field, no matter if you bust something or you just blank out. You just have to go 100% because if you don't, you're just sit there not getting any job or any work done, and that's worse than doing something at full speed.
So basically like a mindset of, if you mess it up full speed?
Yeah, definitely, especially in practice. We're going to go back and watch film on it all day. We're going to correct everything about it. Just make sure you get the details done after. But in the moment, you have to play 100%. All right, thank you.